Imagine waking up one morning, going to your kitchen, and doing something so simple. It is so small that it quietly protects your heart every single day. No expensive supplements, no complicated diets, just 1 cup of something natural that people have used for centuries, something that might already be sitting in your kitchen right now. Now, think about this for a moment. Heart attacks and strokes are two of the leading causes of death around the world. Millions of people worry about their heart health, their blood pressure, their cholesterol levels, and the possibility that something could suddenly go wrong. But what if a simple daily habit could support your heart, improve circulation, and help keep your blood vessels healthier? Today, I want to talk about something surprisingly powerful: garlic water. Yes, garlic, that strong-smelling little ingredient that many people only think about when cooking dinner. But when used the right way, garlic has been studied for years because of the powerful compounds inside it that may help support heart health. And here's the interesting part. Some health experts believe that drinking just 1 cup of garlic water a day may help reduce risk factors linked to heart attacks and strokes. So today we're going to talk about why garlic is so powerful, what happens inside your body when you drink garlic water regularly, and how this simple habit might support your heart health in ways you probably never expected. And trust me, by the end of this video, you might look at garlic in a completely different way. Let's start with what actually makes garlic so special. Inside every clove of garlic is a compound called allicin. This compound is released when garlic is crushed or chopped. Allicin is known for its powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, why does that matter for your heart? Because inflammation and oxidative stress are two of the major factors that damage blood vessels over time. When your blood vessels become stiff, narrow, or inflamed, your heart has to work harder to push blood through your body. Over many years, this can increase the risk of high blood pressure, clogged arteries, heart attacks, and strokes. But compounds found in garlic may help support the body's natural ability to keep blood vessels flexible and healthy. Some research has suggested that garlic may help relax blood vessels slightly, which allows blood to flow more easily. Better blood flow means your heart doesn't have to work as hard. And that's one reason garlic has been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years. But the story gets even more interesting. Garlic also contains natural sulfur compounds that may support healthy cholesterol levels. Many people don't realize that cholesterol isn't always the enemy. Your body actually needs cholesterol to function. The real issue happens when there is too much LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol, circulating in the bloodstream. Over time, excess LDL cholesterol can begin sticking to the walls of arteries. This buildup can form plaques that narrow the arteries and restrict blood flow. When blood flow becomes blocked in the heart, it can trigger a heart attack. When blood flow to the brain is blocked, it can lead to a stroke. This is where garlic may offer support. Some studies have suggested that regular garlic consumption may help reduce LDL cholesterol levels while supporting healthier HDL cholesterol levels, often referred to as good cholesterol. Think of HDL cholesterol like a cleanup crew for your arteries. It helps remove excess cholesterol from the bloodstream. So by helping support this balance, garlic may contribute to a healthier cardiovascular system. But that's not the only reason people are talking about garlic water. Another important factor in heart health is blood pressure. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because many people have it without realizing it. Over time, elevated blood pressure can damage blood vessels and increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. Garlic may help here too. Some studies have found that garlic compounds may help support healthy blood pressure levels by helping blood vessels relax and by supporting the body's production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a molecule that helps widen blood vessels. When blood vessels widen, blood flows more easily and pressure inside the arteries decreases. This effect can help reduce strain on the heart. Now imagine combining these potential benefits together: supporting healthy blood pressure, helping manage cholesterol levels, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, all from something as simple as garlic. That's why some people choose to drink garlic water as part of their daily routine. But here's the key thing many people miss. It's not about drinking huge amounts. In fact, just 1 cup per day is usually enough for people who want to try this habit. So how exactly do you make garlic water? The process is incredibly simple. Take 1 fresh garlic clove and crush it gently. Crushing garlic activates the allicin compounds that make it so powerful. Then let the crushed garlic sit for about 10 minutes. This waiting period allows the beneficial compounds to fully develop. After that, add the garlic to a cup of warm water. Not boiling water because very high heat may reduce some of the active compounds. Let it sit for a few minutes, then drink it slowly. Some people prefer to drink garlic water in the morning on an empty stomach. Others prefer the evening. Either way, the goal is consistency. Many natural health habits work best when they are practiced regularly over time. But there's something else that makes garlic water interesting. Garlic is also known for its natural antioxidant properties. Antioxidants help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage tissues, including blood vessels. Over many years, this kind of damage can contribute to aging and chronic disease. Antioxidants act like protective shields that help neutralize these molecules. By supporting the body's natural defense system, garlic may help protect the cardiovascular system from some of this damage. Now let's talk about circulation. Healthy circulation is one of the most important factors in heart and brain health. Your heart pumps blood through more than 60,000 miles of blood vessels in your body. That blood carries oxygen and nutrients to every organ. But when circulation becomes restricted or sluggish, tissues don't receive the oxygen they need. Garlic may help support circulation by slightly reducing blood thickness and helping blood flow more smoothly. Better circulation means the heart works more efficiently and the brain receives steady oxygen supply. And that's important because strokes are often related to problems with blood flow to the brain. Now, I want to make something very clear. Garlic water is not a miracle cure. It's not a replacement for medical treatment, medications, or professional healthcare advice. But it can be one small piece of a heart-healthy lifestyle. Think of it like adding another protective layer for your health. The real power comes when simple habits combine together. Eating nutritious foods, staying physically active, managing stress, sleeping well, and adding small supportive habits like garlic water. Over time, these choices add up, and sometimes the simplest habits are the ones people overlook. For example, many people focus only on major changes like intense workouts or strict diets, but daily small habits often make the biggest difference over the long term. 1 clove of garlic, 1 cup of warm water, 1 consistent routine, and over months or years, that small habit becomes part of a healthier lifestyle. But there's another interesting effect people sometimes notice when drinking garlic water regularly: energy levels. This might sound surprising, but improved circulation can sometimes help people feel more energized. When oxygen and nutrients move efficiently through the body, cells can function better. Your muscles, brain, and organs all rely on steady blood flow. So when circulation improves, some people report feeling more alert and less fatigued. Another benefit people talk about is immune support. Garlic has long been known for its antimicrobial properties. It has been used traditionally to help support the immune system. A stronger immune system doesn't directly prevent heart attacks or strokes, but overall health and reduced inflammation can support long-term wellness. And garlic contains nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin B6, selenium, and manganese, all of which play roles in supporting the body. Now let's address something many viewers might be thinking right now: the taste. Yes, garlic water has a strong flavor, but there are a few simple tricks that can make it easier to drink. Some people add a small amount of lemon juice to the water. Lemon not only improves the flavor, but also adds vitamin C. Others add a teaspoon of honey, which can soften the taste. Another option is drinking the garlic water quickly and then following it with plain water. Most people say that after a few days they get used to the flavor. And remember, it's just 1 cup per day. Another common question people ask is how long it takes to notice benefits. The truth is that natural habits usually take time. The body doesn't change overnight. But consistent healthy habits practiced over months and years can make a meaningful difference in overall health. Think of your heart like an engine that works nonstop every second of your life. Supporting that engine with healthy habits is one of the most valuable things you can do, and sometimes the smallest habits can become the most powerful when practiced consistently. So the next time you walk into your kitchen and see a simple bulb of garlic sitting on the counter, remember this. Inside that small clove is a combination of natural compounds that scientists have been studying for decades. Compounds that may help support blood vessel health. Compounds that may help support healthy cholesterol levels. Compounds that may help support healthy blood pressure. And when combined with a healthy lifestyle, that small clove of garlic might become part of a daily routine that supports your heart for years to come. 1 cup, 1 clove. One small daily choice that could help you take better care of the most important muscle in your body, your heart. Most people believe protecting their heart and brain requires complicated routines, strict diets, or expensive supplements. But sometimes the most powerful habits are the simplest ones. Something small, something natural, something you can do every single day without changing your entire lifestyle. One of those habits that many people are now paying attention to is drinking a single cup of garlic water each day. It sounds almost too simple to matter, but small habits repeated consistently can shape long-term health in ways that people rarely notice at first. Think about your daily routine. Every morning you wake up, maybe you drink water, tea, or coffee. You brush your teeth, you check your phone, and you start your day. These small actions become automatic because you repeat them over and over again. Now imagine adding one more tiny habit to that routine. Just 1 cup of garlic water. It takes only a few minutes to prepare, yet over time it may support your heart and brain in ways that build slowly and quietly in the background. The heart and brain are two of the most important organs in the body, and interestingly, they depend on the same thing to stay healthy: steady blood flow. Your heart is constantly pumping blood through your body, sending oxygen and nutrients to every organ, every muscle, and every cell. Your brain, even though it only makes up a small portion of your body weight, uses a huge amount of that oxygen and energy. When circulation is healthy and blood vessels are working properly, both the heart and the brain function smoothly. But when circulation becomes restricted, when blood vessels become stiff or clogged, problems can slowly begin to appear. This is where daily habits begin to matter. Not dramatic changes, but consistent small ones. Garlic has been used in traditional diets for thousands of years, not only as a flavor, but also as a natural health supporter. When garlic is crushed or chopped, it releases powerful natural compounds that have attracted the attention of researchers for decades. These compounds are believed to help support healthy circulation, help the body manage inflammation, and support the balance of cholesterol in the bloodstream. Now imagine those effects happening gradually over time, not in a sudden dramatic way, but slowly, day after day. 1 cup of garlic water might not feel like much in the moment, but consistency allows small supportive actions to accumulate. The body is constantly repairing itself, adapting, and responding to what we put into it. When supportive nutrients and natural compounds are present regularly, they can help maintain the environment your cardiovascular system needs to function well. Many people think heart attacks and strokes appear suddenly without warning. In reality, they often develop silently over many years. Arteries slowly become narrower, blood pressure gradually rises, and inflammation quietly damages blood vessels. Because this process is slow, people usually do not notice it happening. That is why daily preventive habits can be so valuable. They work quietly in the background, helping the body maintain balance long before serious problems appear. Garlic water can become one of those background habits. It begins with something extremely simple: one fresh clove of garlic. When the clove is crushed, it releases natural sulfur compounds that give garlic its strong smell and taste. Those same compounds are also the reason garlic has attracted so much attention for its potential health effects. When the crushed garlic is added to warm water and allowed to steep for a few minutes, those compounds disperse into the water. Drinking this mixture might not feel like anything special at first. In fact, the taste can be strong, especially for people who are not used to it. But like many habits, it becomes easier with time. Some people prefer to drink garlic water in the morning because it feels like a clean start to the day. Others drink it later in the evening as part of a calming nighttime routine. The exact timing is less important than the consistency. Consistency is what transforms a simple act into a supportive health habit. When you repeat something daily, your body adapts to it. Your systems begin to respond to the regular presence of certain nutrients and compounds. Over months and years, these patterns shape the internal environment of the body. One of the key ways garlic may support heart and brain health is through its relationship with blood vessels. Blood vessels are not rigid pipes like many people imagine. They are flexible, living tissues that expand and contract constantly. Healthy blood vessels widen slightly when the body needs more blood flow and tighten when pressure needs to be controlled. But when inflammation or damage occurs, this flexibility can be reduced. Garlic contains compounds that may help support the natural relaxation of blood vessels. When blood vessels remain flexible, circulation becomes smoother and pressure inside the arteries can stay more balanced. Balanced blood pressure reduces strain on the heart and helps protect delicate blood vessels in the brain. The brain relies heavily on a steady supply of oxygen. Even a brief interruption in blood flow can cause serious problems. This is why strokes are so dangerous. When circulation to a part of the brain becomes blocked, brain cells begin to suffer from lack of oxygen. Supporting healthy blood flow through daily habits may help reduce some of the factors that contribute to these problems over time. Another factor that affects both heart and brain health is cholesterol balance. Cholesterol itself is not harmful. It is actually essential for building cells and producing hormones. The problem occurs when certain types of cholesterol accumulate in excess. Over time, these particles can stick to the walls of arteries and form plaques that narrow the pathway for blood. Garlic has been studied for its possible ability to help support healthy cholesterol levels. Some research suggests that garlic compounds may help reduce the buildup of certain cholesterol particles while supporting the body's natural cleanup processes. When cholesterol balance improves, arteries may remain clearer and blood flow may remain more efficient. When someone drinks garlic water daily, they are not performing a dramatic medical treatment. Instead, they are gently introducing these natural compounds into their body on a regular basis. This slow and steady approach aligns with how many long-term health improvements occur. Inflammation is another factor that plays a role in heart and brain health. The body uses inflammation as a defense mechanism when injury or infection occurs. But chronic inflammation, when it continues for long periods of time, can damage tissues, including blood vessels. Garlic contains natural antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds that may help support the body's ability to manage this process. Antioxidants help neutralize unstable molecules known as free radicals. These molecules can damage cells and contribute to aging of tissues. Over time, oxidative stress can weaken the walls of blood vessels and contribute to plaque formation. By providing antioxidant support, garlic may help the body defend against some of this cellular damage. A daily garlic water habit can also support hydration. Many people underestimate the importance of simple hydration for cardiovascular health. Blood is largely made of water, and proper hydration helps maintain healthy blood volume and circulation. Drinking a cup of garlic water ensures that at least once a day you are giving your body both hydration and supportive natural compounds. Another interesting aspect of daily habits is how they influence awareness. When someone begins a simple health routine, they often become more conscious of other choices throughout the day. Drinking garlic water in the morning may remind someone to eat healthier meals, stay active, or drink more water overall. One positive habit can quietly trigger other beneficial behaviors. The brain also responds to routine. Establishing consistent daily habits creates a sense of stability. The body's internal clock begins to expect certain actions at certain times. This consistency can reduce stress and support overall well-being. Lower stress levels are important for heart health because chronic stress can raise blood pressure and increase inflammation. Some people also report that drinking garlic water regularly makes them feel more energized. This may be related to improved circulation. When blood flows efficiently, oxygen and nutrients reach tissues more effectively. Muscles and organs perform their functions with less strain, and the body may feel more balanced. Garlic also contains small amounts of nutrients that contribute to general wellness, including vitamin B6, vitamin C, selenium, and manganese. These nutrients support various processes in the body, such as immune function, metabolism, and antioxidant defense. While the amounts in a single clove may not be extremely large, consistent intake can contribute to the overall nutritional picture. Another reason daily habits are powerful is because they are sustainable. Many people try extreme diets or complicated health plans that they cannot maintain for long. A habit that requires only 1 clove of garlic and a cup of warm water is far easier to sustain. The simpler a habit is, the more likely it will continue for months or years. Long-term consistency is where the real value lies. Imagine someone practicing this habit for 5 years. That is over 1,800 cups of garlic water supporting hydration and delivering natural compounds that may help maintain cardiovascular balance. The heart beats about 100,000 times every day. That is an enormous amount of work for a muscle that never rests. Supporting this muscle with simple daily habits is one of the most valuable investments someone can make in their health. Garlic water also fits naturally into many lifestyles because it requires no special equipment or expensive ingredients. Fresh garlic is widely available and affordable. Warm water can be prepared in seconds. The entire process takes only a few minutes, making it easy to include in even the busiest schedule. Some people choose to add a small squeeze of lemon to their garlic water. Lemon adds vitamin C and can slightly soften the flavor of the garlic. Others add a small teaspoon of honey for sweetness. These additions can make the drink more pleasant while still keeping the habit simple and natural. Taste is often the biggest barrier for people who are trying garlic water for the first time. Garlic has a strong and distinctive flavor that can be surprising when consumed in water rather than food. However, many people find that their taste buds adapt after a few days. The body often becomes accustomed to flavors that are consumed regularly. Another approach is to drink the garlic water fairly quickly rather than sipping it slowly. Following it with a glass of plain water can also help reduce the lingering taste. Over time, what initially felt unusual can become a normal part of the daily routine. The concept behind this habit is not about relying on one single ingredient to solve every health problem. Instead, it is about creating an environment in the body that supports long-term wellness. Small natural habits can act like supportive tools that help the body maintain balance. When multiple supportive habits combine together, their effects can reinforce each other. Eating balanced meals, staying physically active, getting enough sleep, managing stress, and maintaining hydration all contribute to heart and brain health. Garlic water simply becomes one additional supportive piece within that larger lifestyle. Another interesting benefit of routine health habits is the psychological sense of control they provide. Many people worry about heart disease or stroke because these conditions can feel unpredictable. Practicing simple preventive habits can help people feel more proactive about their health. Even small actions can create a sense of empowerment. The brain responds positively to routines that promote well-being. When someone consistently performs a healthy habit, it can strengthen their commitment to self-care. This mindset often spreads into other areas of life, encouraging healthier decisions overall. Garlic water is also naturally free from artificial additives, preservatives, and processed ingredients. For people who prefer natural wellness practices, this simplicity can be appealing. The body recognizes and processes natural foods in ways that are familiar and supportive. Another aspect of garlic's natural compounds is their potential role in supporting healthy blood thickness. Blood that flows smoothly is less likely to form clots that can block circulation. While garlic water should never replace medical treatment, maintaining balanced blood flow is an important factor in cardiovascular wellness. Daily habits that support circulation may help maintain the pathways that deliver oxygen to both the heart and the brain. These organs are incredibly sensitive to changes in blood flow. Even small improvements in circulation efficiency can have meaningful effects over time. The power of routine also lies in the way habits shape identity. When someone begins to see themselves as a person who takes care of their health every day, that identity becomes self-reinforcing. Drinking garlic water might seem like a tiny action, but it can represent a larger commitment to personal well-being. Morning routines are especially powerful because they set the tone for the entire day. Starting the day with a simple health-supporting action can create a mental signal that health matters. This mindset often influences food choices, activity levels, and stress management throughout the day. The body thrives on balance and consistency. Sudden extreme changes can sometimes create stress within biological systems. Gradual supportive habits, on the other hand, allow the body to adjust comfortably. Garlic water fits well within this gradual approach because it introduces supportive compounds in moderate amounts. Some people choose to take breaks from the habit occasionally, while others prefer to maintain it daily. The flexibility of the routine allows individuals to adapt it according to their preferences. What matters most is that the habit remains simple enough to continue over time. Garlic has been part of traditional diets in many cultures around the world. Generations of people have included garlic in their meals not only for flavor, but also for its perceived health benefits. Drinking garlic water is simply another way of incorporating this ancient ingredient into modern routines. Over time, daily health habits often become part of a person's lifestyle without requiring much thought. Just as brushing teeth or drinking morning coffee becomes automatic, preparing garlic water can become a normal part of the day. The true value of this habit appears when years pass and the body continues receiving gentle support from consistent choices. Each small action contributes to a larger pattern of care that protects the systems responsible for circulation, oxygen delivery, and cellular health. The heart continues beating, the brain continues thinking, and the network of blood vessels continues delivering life-sustaining nutrients throughout the body, while a simple cup of garlic water quietly remains part of the daily rhythm of self-care and long-term health support.